Hello, everybody. For me, it's an honor, Pondo, that you asked me to speak in honor of the memory of Dr. Brian O'Leary. Many years ago, I landed in Vilcabamba with a group of wonderful people that brought me to Montesueños, where I met Meredith and Brian. I stayed there for a couple of days, and instantly I felt like they had been part of my life, even though I had never met them before. I remember that day, Brian and I gathered up enough courage to go for the Cancima treatment, which we both did at the same time, myself on my face and Brian on his back. And it sort of bonded us going through that painful experience. But what I want to say to those who didn't have the opportunity to meet Brian, he left so unexpectedly in a almost shocking way, because I know that God doesn't make mistakes, but we needed somebody like that to pull the train, you know, and make new ways. He left many books, though, written, and in every word of those books, it's him speaking from his heart. He was so indignant and also profoundly saddened, like probably most of us, when he would see the devastation that was being caused to the Mother Earth, or to anything that was affecting the environment. He would cry, he would bleed inside. He would really, really feel the pain. And it's very important, if any of you can at one point pick up a book or a copy of Miracle in the Void, or maybe even Re-inheriting the Earth. Those wonderful books. I can make copies, and because his essence is there. He was courageous and he was fierce, and he was very funny too. When he had the Phoenix Dialogue Conference, he invited many world visionary leaders, warm-hearted people without any, hidden agendas of any sort. And that's when I met Pondo. And I was honored by an invitation by Brian and Meredith, even though I couldn't compare any of my credentials to any of the people that were going to this meeting. And Meredith made sure that I believed in myself enough to feel comfortable about putting my 2 cents in. And we sure did, didn't we, Pondo?
We sure did.
Brian was a person, because he was an older person, and because of his open mind to somebody like me, at least, I was very impressed by all the possibilities that he gave people about feeling free to speak the truth. He was an ardent defender of the truth, and he called this the revolution of truth. And we realized in the conference that there were some people who were a little bit fragile and didn't want to really, accept maybe some other ways of seeing the same thing. And it was a very powerful experience. All I can say to those young blood and young minds, and if you're in Vilcabamba, get some more information about this incredible man who had the perfect combination, which was science and spirituality. And that was atomic, Yeah. And like Meredith said, so yes, he was a very loved member of NASA when he was at NASA. He could have gone to Mars, he could have done so many things to make him, But when he discovered that there was a source of energy that they were not telling us anything about, and that it was free, and that 1 cubic centimeter of this air that's up there could light up the whole world. You know, that in Spanish there's a saying, te pone un ají en el culo, okay? It puts a jalapeno up your ass. And it makes you want to go out and shout to the world what you know and shake them up, you know? So I know that Brian, of course, he believed in this powerful energy. Do you think he was just going to go to the other world without leaving a trace? No, he's doing things from up there, and you know, and I know that. Today, when I went to pick up Meredith at Montesueños, I waited outside by the beautiful garden that she's so famous for. If you've never seen a beautiful garden like you've never seen before, go to Montesueños. And there was a butterfly. She came and she landed on my red fingernail. I think she liked the color, I don't know. She was there for about 15 minutes, right? Until we left, in my hand. And we all knew that that was a message to all. Be free, transform, become that butterfly, and transform, and hold your grace, and hold your beauty, and your fierceness too. Thank you.